In this episode, we are going to talk about publishing our origin story. And I say yikes because it's scary. Day 10 of our One Funnel Away challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. In case you haven't met yet, Pajama Grandma in the comments below, so I know it's the first time you're being exposed to Pajama Grandma and me. Origin story. Publishing our origin story. Scary. I've been doing Facebook Lives now. This year, I've done a lot of them, and so I'm not really that afraid to get on camera and share information or share stories or do challenges or talk to people about certain topics or teach people how to do things online. I am, however, scared shitless to share my origin story in certain aspects of my life. We've all been through a lot of things in our life, especially when you're my age. You've been through lots of stuff, lots of experiences, and you wonder, do people really care? Why would they care about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it? But people really do care. Now, our assignment today for the One Funnel Away challenge is to share our origin story using a particular script and format called the Epiphany Bridge script. And I'm going to just describe what that is with you. I will admit, I already practiced this once on my Pajama Grandma page. I practiced this script on why I started and why I do every day a Pajama Grandma. On my Pajama Grandma page, I asked a Pajama Grandma question. And I shared, using the Epiphany Bridge script that I'm going to describe now, that story. And you guys, it made me cry. I was crying. I could barely get the words out from my backstory. So I need to do this for today's assignment for the project that I'm working on. The challenge is I haven't created the product yet. I've decided on the offer, but I haven't created the product. So I have to figure out what's my origin story and how does that tie in, even though I haven't created the product or service yet. So that's why I practiced on my Pajama Grandma podcast and why I do that and where Pajama Grandma came from. I guess I didn't really talk that much about where Pajama Grandma came from. So maybe that will be part of my origin story for the actual assignment for this. But the assignment is to go through this exact script, answer these questions, because that creates your origin story. The story that you tell people over and over again about why it is that you do what you do, the journey that you've made from where you were to where you are now, and why people would want to listen to you. So I'm going to run through the 8 questions and the 8 steps just so that you have a framework so you know what I'm talking about. So when I share my origin story, you will recognize it. Number 1 is the backstory. What is your backstory that gives us a vested interest in your journey? Why do people care about a story that I'm telling from my past? Well, it's because it gives them a vested interest. They can relate to who I am as a human being and the experiences that I've gone through. They know that I've been where they are now and that I can have been through the journey to where I am now, and where I am now is where they want to be. Because everybody wants to be making Facebook Live videos in their house and making a living working in their house in their pajamas, right? No, but I only will appeal to the people that that is appealing to. And it's not about the pajamas, you guys, just so we're clear. It's about having the freedom to be who you really are. Wear what you want, when you want, do what you want, when you want, with whomever you want, wearing whatever you want, and just being yourself. Okay, your desire. What is your desire? What is it that you want to accomplish? And you look at that from both an external and an internal standpoint. Externally, we don't have any problem sharing with people. I want to be a billionaire. I want to be the next president of the United States. I want to be 100 pounds. I want to be whatever it is that you want to be. We don't usually have any problem, no matter how audacious or scary the goal sounds. You know, we usually will share that external desire with other people. But there's a whole nother component to our desires, the internal desires. What is the internal struggle that you're dealing with right now? It's different for all of us, but what I've found over the last decades that I've been studying this is that it almost always boils down to a feeling of I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve, or I'm not smart enough, I'm not young enough, I'm not old enough. Whatever it is, there's usually an internal struggle or something that we're battling that is the real journey of transformation that we're going to go on as we've made our journey from where we were to where we want to be. Next is the wall. And that is, what was the problem or wall that you hit within your current opportunity that started you on this new journey? What was it that you were doing? Where were you that you knew you needed to make a change? What you were doing wasn't working for you anymore. And we all have examples of that in our life. My marriage wasn't working for me anymore. That was the wall. I needed a new opportunity. That's what my husband thought. Or in my offline businesses and brick and mortar businesses, I needed a change from having to go into the shop every day or having to go to a corporate job every day or whatever it might be. I wanted to find a new something different. I couldn't do it anymore. I wanted to be more comfortable. I wanted to create something on my own terms. So that's when I started exploring the online world, for example. So what is the epiphany? What was the epiphany that you experienced and the new opportunity that you discovered? I personally discovered ClickFunnels and that was a mechanism that I could learn to launch me into the online world. Again, I'm mixing this up to try to give examples. Then the plan. What was the plan that you created to achieve your desire? Well, in that example, my plan was to become a certified partner for ClickFunnels so that I would have the basis and the understanding that I could apply the moving from transition from the offline brick and mortar world to the online business world for myself and all my family's businesses. And then I could help other people do that as well. The conflict was, what conflict did you experience along the way? Well, there was a lot of stuff I had no experience with and no knowledge of. I'm not a computer person, or I don't have a technical background. I'd never done anything really online. And so it was all new things that I needed to learn. The achievement, what was the end result? Well, I became a certified partner in 3 months, and I've been helping hundreds of people ever since to transition their offline brick and mortar businesses to the online world. And then the transformation, what was the transformation that you experienced? I learned that I am worthwhile, I am worthy, I am awesome at helping other people to grow and supersize their businesses. So again, it's the backstory, your internal and external desire, the wall, which is your current opportunity, the epiphany, what realization or aha did you have that led you to your new opportunity that you created a plan to learn and geek out on and study about. Then you ran into some conflict, because we always run into conflict whenever we're doing anything. And how did you overcome that? What did you achieve? Did you get the end result you wanted? I have my $1 billion business yet? Not yet, but I'm working on it. And the transformation, what was the transformation? I know that I can confidently move forth and help a lot of people to be successful in the online world. So that is the formula. That's what I'm going to be going through for the product and the offer and the service that I haven't even created yet for this challenge, this One Funnel Away challenge. I'm super excited about it. I'm going to try really hard not to cry as I share my origin story, because we have to publish our origin story today. That's it. I will be with you again tomorrow. Have an awesome day. Try practicing telling stories in this format, just like I'm going to do it with my magnifying glass today. I'm going to do it with my bottle of water. I'm going to do it with my stop sign Post-it notes. Why do I love these? And just start practicing telling stories using this format so that it becomes second nature. All right. Pajama Grandma out. Bye.